I drove up into the hills to the home of Island Records founder Chris Blackwell. This is where Bob Marley came to convalesce in 1976 after he himself was shot, a victim of gang violence. I wondered whether Daniil and Tisha would ever be totally free of their area's violence to carry forward Bob Marley's legacy of preaching peace and one love. Jamaica is frequently labeled the drugs capital of the Caribbean. Marijuana is cultivated here, and the island is an acknowledged transit point for cocaine grown in South America and heading for the West. But the authorities are not complacent. I was on my way to meet a number of recently convicted drug smugglers. I'd been given a rare opportunity to visit Jamaica's Fort Augusta, the country's only women's prison that holds British girls caught trying to smuggle drugs to the UK. Strange feeling knocking to get into a prison. May I come in? Yes, I am, yes. Thank you. Fort Augusta is just that, a fort built by the British 200 years ago. Hello. Can we go through? Checking the time I've come in.
Yes,
I hope you're here to report the time that I leave as well. Thank you so much. Today, this is one of only 3 maximum security prisons in Jamaica. Superintendent Kelly was to accompany me at all times. 260 women are incarcerated here. Along with prisoners serving life for murder, there are 19 British women, all doing time for drug smuggling. Samantha Benjamin from Nottingham is one of them. How long have you been here?
I've been here for a month now.
And how long is your sentence?
I'll be going in May.
Oh, you're going back home in May?
Yes.
So your sentence?
Short sentence.
A short sentence?
Yeah.
What for?
Smuggling.
So what were you smuggling?
Cocaine.
Why do you do that?
Needs.
What,
I mean,
the thought of lots of money?
Yes, basically, yeah.
What was your sentence?
I was very, very lucky. Very, very lucky. God was on my side. I got 6 months, and I know other people that have done the same as me, and they've got 2 or 3 years. So I was very lucky. One of the lucky ones.
How come?
I don't know, maybe the judge just liked my face. Maybe he just liked my face, I don't know, but he had pity on me that day.
Do you remember the moment you were apprehended for trying to smuggle in drugs?
Yes, I do. It's something I replay in my head all the time. What if I'd have done this? What if I'd have done that? You know, and when it first happened...
Did it happen at the airport?
Yes, it happened at the airport. And when it first happened, I just sat there and thought, why am I sitting here? Because I didn't have to do this. It's just my attitude. I'm a spontaneous person.
You said you had children?
Yes, I've got a son who is 2, and I missed his birthday. I was out here on the 22nd of February, which was his birthday, which was very, very hard. And I've got a daughter who is 7. I had to write her a letter and explain to her why I was out here, and it took me 3 days to write that letter because what was I going to put?
Painful and very difficult.
Yeah, I couldn't put, so I told her that Jesus needs some time with Mummy. That's how I explained it.
Oh, that's an ingenious one.
Jesus needs some time with Mummy because Mummy needs to find herself, and when Mummy comes back, she will have lots of blessings to pass on to you. So although I've made a mistake, God's still on my side.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you. Superintendent Kelly told me that the British women here are very much on the bottom rung of the drug smuggling ladder. They're probably, you know, asked to do it by other people.
Other people, persons.
And I suppose that's the problem about the drugs trade, isn't it? That you catch one slice of it, but the real people who are the operators behind the scene...
Well, I would say a very thin slice.
A very thin slice.
Yeah. Because actually, some persons are caught, and when you speak to them, they don't even know who they're working for.
Really? As word of my visit went round, other British prisoners came forward. Hello.
Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Trevor.
Hello, how are you?
I've always seen you in the news all my life.
Yes.
You got great hair now.
You've been seeing me since I had black hair?
Yeah.
You're not that old. You're watching for...
I'm 44 years old.
Oh gosh, you look very young.
Thank you.
How did your
Well, I
action
must
happen?
tell you that I'm guilty of 3 pounds of ganja, but I got set by the guys who gave me the ganja, and they hid cocaine in my suitcase. So instead we carried...
You didn't know?
No, I didn't know. I knew I was carrying ganja, but I didn't know about the cocaine.
Many here were first-time offenders and very remorseful. It was sad seeing these young women wasting away precious years in a Jamaican prison 4,000 miles from home. Lucy Wilkes from Birmingham was caught smuggling 29 pounds of marijuana last year and sentenced to 12 months.
It's hard at first. You know, when you first come, it is hard. And to get used to the food, the water. I come out in spots all over my face, big bumps, you know. I don't know whether it was changing water, change environment.
How old are you?
I'm 22, I was 22 last month, on my 22nd birthday.
What's it like celebrating your birthday in prison?
An experience and a half. Yeah. I forgot it was my birthday, you know. I woke up and I forgot it was my birthday. I forgot.
Lucy told me conditions in the prison were tough.
There's a lot of rats though, Trevor.
Really?
Of a night, when everybody's quiet and everybody's asleep, they rule.
That's when the rats come out.
They rule, the smart, they rule. The very clever things, you know. They rule this place of a night.
What are you looking forward to doing when you get back to Britain?
I'm looking forward to just get back into my lifestyle.
What was that like?
What was it like? A book and a half. To be honest, I don't want to get up to the things that I used to get up to.
Well, I hope what's in store is nothing like what you did to get here.
I hope as well.
Who
knows? God knows.
I think you must more than hope.
Well, yeah.
You must try and make sure.
I'll remember that, sir.
I don't want to sound like a counsellor. I'm not really, so I wouldn't do that. Don't listen to me, but I think you...
I'm glad I've met you though, Trevor.
Well, I'm glad
I'll
to
see
meet
you all
you.
the time, I'm
Shame,
telling you
shame
now.
about the circumstances.
You look good though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I take that as a compliment.
Thank you, sir.
Superintendent Kelly, thank you very much for allowing us to do that. Thank you so much. All the British women had been incredibly candid with me about how they came to be at Fort Augusta. Perhaps it was because I represented a little bit of home, or perhaps because I was almost certainly their first visitor from England.